When you put on Apple Vision Pro, you see your world and everything in it. Your favorite.
Assalamu alaikum and welcome back to How Long Will the Baby Let Us Record Before She Interrupts Us. This is Haram in 4K.
I'm just like...
Yeah, okay.
I look so serious. Oh my gosh. So bright, these lights.
I know, right?
Kid is like... Just kidding, it's not haram. Or is it?
So you've probably seen this thing floating around the internet lately. And what it is, essentially, it's just a VR headset. It's probably one of the most high-tech, ready for consumer VR headset.
Very fancy.
And just a disclaimer, this video isn't whether it's halal or haram to use. We're just simply asking the question. Should Muslims use this?
Spoiler alert, it's just another form of distraction. You could make the argument that it's no different than playing PlayStation or Xbox.
We don't talk about Xbox.
Xbox, if you're a nerd.
Which we agree on. Xbox is for nerds.
Gaming.
Which we do agree on. Playing PlayStation all day is pretty much the same thing as wearing an Apple Vision.
Yeah.
This type of tech is addictive. It's a type of tech that you want to use all the time. And when you're not using it, you think about using it. Because you think it enhances your human experience. When in reality, pun intended, you just become dependent on it. All that pinching and swiping and turning around, whatever. Imagine you see someone doing that without a headset. Be like, oh, that guy's on drugs.
Both of us.
Both of us just like... See how stupid you look? I know there's some brothers talking about marrying 4 wives. My brother, if you wear this... And there it is.
There she is.
Hi, Saya. I'm not saying that this is all bad.
What the dog doing?
It's actually really cool. It's obviously really cool, right? But what we're saying is, I think it's too cool. You know what I mean?
From a Muslim perspective, there are obviously good things you can do with this thing. You can have a digital dhikr counter and you can count with your fingers until you get the the rewards for it. You can have the prayer times there at all times, a Quran, It's not just all bad.
You could probably set your maps to the direction of Mecca and the Qibla is always in that direction, so you always know where to pray.
You have your phone for that. It's like Google Maps.
A page of the Quran everywhere you go, always in your face, reading it. But that's the thing, what happens to an actual mushaf that you own? What happens to an actual physical book that you own? It's just going to sit on a shelf, collecting dust, having that personal connection, that personal touch, that feel. You can't replace that with any type of VR headset.
But what happens when it becomes easier to use, cheaper to buy, more powerful and more immersive? You probably never want to take it off.
Actually, I just realized, you're shopping in a grocery store and it can highlight to you what's halal and what's haram. That'll be cool.
Yeah.
But still...
Just look at how the phone started and now, addicted to scrolling and scrolling. Back in the day, everyone sat reading the newspaper on the bus or on the tube and whatnot, and now everyone's just doing this constantly.
Yeah.
Breaking their necks.
Just imagine a dinner table and everyone has that in front of them. They're having a conversation with the mom or whatever, but all of them are kind of doing their own thing. It's crazy.
Yes, mother, great dinner.
And this is it. It's escapism on an entirely new level. But what exactly are you escaping from? It's going to be more immersive. But what exactly are you immersing yourself in? What are you extracting yourself out from and putting yourself into? I'll give you an example. I've played a game where I'm really invested in it. And when I'm not playing that game, I'm thinking about playing that game. But then eventually life just happens and then it's not really that important anymore. I don't have time for it. But what happens when you have a device that you're so invested in and life can literally be happening in front of your eyes and you can still be using it? It just literally becomes a part of you, a part of your life. People are saying, oh, it's only able to power itself for 4 hours without having to recharge or whatever. It's too heavy to use. It's gonna lead to 8 hours to 12 hours a day or however long you're awake. And imagine when you actually remove that headset. You're like, damn, this sucks. Where's all my little pinchy stuff? Where's all my widgets? And you become so dependent on it, you become so invested in it that you probably wouldn't want to live in this real world anymore. You always need...
And it removes such a fundamental part of human experience. By making things almost too easy, It removes the challenges, the struggle of figuring something out by yourself. And that also removes that sense of accomplishment. When you have the knowledge of the world in front of your eyes, you will definitely become lazy. Your mind is a tool, a knife. And by using tech like this, you will dull it.
And we're not saying like, oh, everything has to be hard.
That's what she said.
You have to go out in the woods, in the jungle, and catch your dinner every night. We're not saying that. And there's a level of comfort and ease that you shouldn't have such easy access to. You just need to find a balance. And the thing is, we're not telling you whether to buy it or not to buy it, whether to use it, not to use it. What we are telling you to do is to like and subscribe.
Wow.
And ultimately, it's up to you.
What we're doing is simply just opening and starting a discussion. Should Muslims wear this glorified VR headset? What do you think about the VR headset? What do you guys think? Should we wear it or not?
Yeah, I hope you guys have been enjoying
The very immersive content.
this new format of content, a bit shorter, but yeah,
More
there's
frequent.
a reason for that. And the reason is pulling on the hima.
Is that funny?
Thank you for watching. Remember your brothers and sisters in your du'as and your prayers. And yeah, we'll see you in the next one. Assalamu alaikum. Bye.
No, you're quiet.
When you put on Apple Vision Pro, you see your world and everything in it. Your favorite apps.
Again, we have to reiterate with like every other video that we do. We're not scholars. We're not students of knowledge. We're not giving fatwas or anything like that. We're just two people talking about some stuff. Okay.
And you're watching, so joke's on you.
Like you clicked on here. Okay. Don't like or